Not too long ago, we had a video walking through an introduction through Disney's Campaign Manager. You can check out that video at the top of the screen right now. But recently, Disney's Campaign Manager announced 3 new updates, which makes campaign creation a lot easier. Let's walk through those updates. Here we see Disney's Campaign Manager, and on the screen right now is the one campaign I created in the video I mentioned in the intro. I'd love to go in and edit it, but since I never actually published it, it's past the end date. I cannot make any edits to this. So we're going to have to create a new campaign. Let me create a name really quick. Help me remember when I'm making this video. And now we can start talking about the first update Disney's Campaign Manager has made to their channel. And that is the ability to have multiple line items within the same campaign. When you go back and watch the original video, I essentially can create one line item, or think of it as an ad group or ad set. Choose your one set of targeting, which we can barely see on the screen below, go through the rest of the campaign process, and then launch it. Now with these updates, we can add multiple line items to the same campaign. And look what's set here within this line item: the publisher difference and the ability to set a different budget at the line item level. Also the date range. Let's say you want to run very similar campaigns, but for whatever reason, maybe budgets are coming from different places within different divisions, or depending on what you may want to target within each platform, it's quite possible that your date range could be slightly off. So by creating different line items within the same campaign, you can have different date ranges for each of them. So let me fill in this information really quick. Here's one option. Let's see if we can add another one before we have to fill out all the rest of the information. You may have seen it pop up on the screen, but here's where we can add a new line item to this overall campaign. And then there's line item 2, popped in some of the information. Hasn't updated my name yet, but there it is. Hulu was my first line item. And then I could go into each of these individually, fill out the rest of my location targeting, which we can now split. Demographics can be split. Device targeting can be split, and so much more. So quite possibly this might be an easier setup for you, where before we didn't have this option. But just think of all the different ways that you typically would want to split things out in their own ad sets. Besides all the other targeting options that we mentioned right now, I already split this one up between Disney Plus and Hulu. Maybe look at your ads. Based on the platform, you may want to show different ads. Or if the platforms are the same, all your targeting options are the same, maybe you just want to split up a line item by different ads so you can give each ad set a dedicated certain amount of budget. And just like I showed you in the last video, we'll be able to see estimated impressions. And if literally everything is the same from the targeting, setup, delivery standpoint, these numbers should be the same. So you're guaranteeing, almost guaranteeing, I should correct myself, that each of your ad sets would have the same amount of impressions and spend if you're splitting it up by line item. I know I keep referencing the last video a lot, but it can be helpful. I do mention in that video there is a chance that you may not use all of your spend that you've set up for the run of your campaign. If that's the case, you're not charged for it. These are all just estimates right here. Just a few more things and I'll move on to the second update in Q24 is the line item name. I just put something there just for the video. Very basic name, very bad name. Don't recommend using it. Try to make it as specific as you can. But this line item name is now what's going to be used in reporting and invoices. So if you get co-op dollars, all of that fun stuff really needs to be itemized. Make it nice and simple with the line item name. And Disney Campaign Manager did mention in the announcement of all these changes that you can submit a line item 3 months in advance. And these line items can run for up to 12 months. Perfect chance to get your campaigns ready, be proactive, and have everything submitted. Now the second update has already been on the screen a couple times. You may have noticed it, but we can scroll all the way down to delivery. And as someone who's been running YouTube ads for a while, this is a feature that is welcomed with open arms. Frequency capping is now available in Disney Campaign Manager. If you're afraid of users seeing the same TV commercials all the time, you can control it. The default within your line item will be no cap whatsoever. So if you ignore this, your ad can be shown at any time, any day. And Disney will do as best as possible to evenly place the ads over individual users over the length of whatever schedule you have set earlier up in the setup portion of the line item. Disney's Campaign Manager also states, and it says it right here in the description, a viewer will not see your ad more than 2 times per hour. What if they watch a lot of TV? As a Star Wars fan, I'm guilty on being on Disney Plus a lot. And I really hate seeing the same commercials over and over again. You're not getting out of this, Hulu. You're just as bad. So if you're aware this is a possibility, and I am very aware, start setting certain frequency caps. I already clicked on the drop down, not a custom option. Starts going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, all the way up to 25. So let's say I'm going to set a frequency cap for this line item. A user can see 3 ads every day. Is that too much? I don't know. This is brand new, so I haven't run a campaign since this feature launched. Again, I'm not sure. Could be wrong on this. Maybe within the reports, we'll be able to get a look at unique impressions. So over time, depending on our targeting, we'll be better able to assess what this frequency cap should be. Normally, I'd say, hey, potentially look at what you're doing on YouTube or other platforms, but the targeting option is totally different. So I'd hate to set a frequency cap based on somebody else's targeting options and how their CPMs work. It's not really going to be the same. Never going to be one-to-one. But the fact that we have frequency capping is great because still other platforms don't have it. If you just want to test it out, remove all the frequency capping. Again, a viewer will not see your ad more than 2 times per hour, but it goes beyond that. A user can't see your ad more than 4 times per day and 25 times per week. So if those are the basics anyway, just know you can bring them down. And the last option, which I'm just showing you an image from the announcement, is that we now have the ability to add third-party measurement pixels when we're creating the ad. So if you use any measurement tools, specifically for streaming TV advertising, you can implement the pixels either standalone or within VAST tags to any site-served ads. And those are the 3 newest announcements for Disney Campaign Manager. I'm surprised that we got these announcements as quick as we did, considering this is a newer platform in terms of the rebranding to Disney. Completely understand that Hulu ads were around for a while, but this new platform is definitely different. We'll keep an eye out for any upcoming changes that may happen within the platform. And of course, we'll have another video letting you know if it's anything impactful we think would be useful for your campaigns. If you have any other questions about Disney Campaign Manager after watching these 2 videos, let us know in the comments.
Thanks for watching our video. We really appreciate it. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up below. If you really liked it, maybe think about subscribing to the Paid Media Pros YouTube channel and you'll get alerted every time a new video drops.
If you really liked it, you can help support the channel by checking out some of the t-shirts that we're wearing on our merch shelf, as well as looking at the Super Thanks button.